brought to you by UPRN Network. I'm Trish Moe, and this is The Missing Piece. Good evening, New Orleans. I'm your host, Trish, and this is The Missing Piece. It is Monday, August 15th, and we are broadcasting live on 105.3 FM New Orleans and United Public Radio Network. And I'm going to do something different tonight. You know, I told you all this last week. I actually let me adjust my camera here. I'm extremely excited to have a different guest than I normally do. And first of all, why this is relevant, let me tell you what popped up. You know, I always tell about my hometown. The slogan, preserving the past to serve the future. And what popped up in my Facebook feed from August 15th of 2016, I had said, I was like, oh, this kind of goes with tonight's theme. And I just read this right before the show. I said, in my world, our lives are filled with tragedies, adventure, and fairy tales. People always ask where I call home. I've moved and started over so many times. Truth is, I don't really consider any one place home aside from the two little heartbeats of my children. We haven't really ever belonged anywhere. We just belong together. We leave footprints across the nation and perhaps touch the lives of a few along the way. I no longer have a final destination. As soon, some of you will get that with all my near-death experiences. But there will be many, and we're on our way. So I thought that was awesome because obviously I don't remember writing that, and it came up in my memories. And the reason that's relevant is because tonight my guest is Brit Stokes, and let me grab his. He is an award-winning artist and songwriter from Athens, Texas. He's won multiple awards in Texas in the early 2000s before moving to Nashville, including Male Vocalist of the Year, People's Choice Award, and Vocal Group of the Year. He began his career as a house band at Billy Bob, Texas, and he has opened for many of the greats, including Travis Tritt, Rascal Flatts, Jerry Jeff Walker, Chris Robinson, and Pat Green, just to name a few. His album Gypsy Soul broke into the top 15 when it was released in 2017, and as of late, Brit and his band have been playing at the Thomas and Mack Center for the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas for the last 7 years. So his tradition is old school style and sure to pack a dance floor. So I have seen Brit quite a few times here in Kansas, and I absolutely love the energy he puts out to a crowd. It is like no other I've ever seen, actually, and I can't give you the live impact of that energy, but this is the closest we can get. And so I'm wearing his, the Gypsy Soul tour, so that kind of went along with my what I had written years ago about traveling. So it's my pleasure to welcome you, Brit Stokes from Nashville.
Howdy, howdy. I'm not sure how long I've been on. I've been all over here just doing all
Oh,
kinds of
you're
stuff.
fine. I was just, I was just babbling here.
Well, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me, Trish. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you since Topeka, I guess, about
Yeah,
June, wasn't it? I think it
I
was
think
mid-June or
so.
so. Yeah, we've been everywhere since then. We've been running the roads up and down, all through the Midwest. We hit some Iowa stuff after the Kansas City where I saw you guys, and we went up into Michigan and then down into Texas and then out to Oregon to play a rodeo. We played a rodeo out in Oregon. That was really, really nice. And then we been up into Illinois. We've just been everywhere. We got home. We were out in Vegas last weekend, and then we came home. My daughter started school. She starts pretty early here in Nashville. She's a junior this year at the Nashville School of the Arts. So we got her back acclimated to being back in school. So we're here most of all this month, and in September we get pretty busy again.
So, and I didn't mention your daughter, Kylie, right?
Yes, Kylie. Yes, ma'am.
So this little girl. Well, I shouldn't say little. She's a junior now, which is crazy
Yeah,
because when
it
I
is crazy.
first saw her, um, I think it was. I mean, it's been a few years. It was
Oh yeah,
probably about 2 years
I
ago.
bet so. That's about the time we started coming up. It was right during the COVID starting, I guess, is when we
Yeah,
started coming up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It, crazy is she's so amazingly talented.
Oh well, thank you
She
so very much.
had somebody requested a song that was pretty difficult. I don't remember what it was,
Uh-huh.
but she's like, "Well, I don't know that one." So she disappears, and you continue singing for a while. About an hour later, probably less than an hour actually, she
Yeah.
had gone. She comes back on stage, and all of a sudden she knows this song. I mean,
Yeah, she's pretty typical. That's
I
typical of our daughter,
didn't
that's for sure.
even miss a beat, and we're like, "What?" She said she went out to the camper and
Yeah.
learned the song
Well, you've
in
seen the
that, like,
RV.
40
We
minutes.
travel in that little RV we go in, and so she spends a lot of time in there writing songs. She actually she wrote me a Father's Day song in that thing on the way to Florida one time, and
Oh,
surprised me with it on the beach, man. So she's a pretty talented little girl. I have to say I'm super blessed to have that one. That's for sure. I've got three boys as well. They're all grown, but they're all great musicians and great talents in their own right. They play down in Texas, mostly the Dallas Fort Worth area.
that's
Down
amazing.
Yeah,
So,
down at
and
Merch Place.
and going back, um, your family, well, growing up, your father was a musician as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I grew up hearing about my old pops back when he played with bands. Of course he wasn't doing it professionally by the time I came along. He was building houses and swimming pools, and he became a fireman and raised families and all that good stuff. But he passed it off to me, and I took it to the next step and just started trying to make a living doing it. We've been doing all right at it. It's a dog eat dog world out in this radio land, But as long as
Oh,
you
I can imagine.
stay true to yourself and just believe in what you're doing. Just work hard. That's pretty much just work hard. If you work hard at anything, you make anything happen.
Now, for people in other parts of the world that are listening and watching,
Yes, ma'am.
Nashville, if you're not familiar, Nashville is literally like the epicenter
The
of,
music mecca, if you will.
yes. And so there is a lot of competition there. People come from all over the world, right? To
Oh man, it's
um,
in the last few years even it's changed. It's grown so much. They showed a picture of 2015, the skyline of Nashville then, and then just now, and it's changed. I mean, drastically. You wouldn't even recognize it.
gosh, I haven't been there in like 15 years.
Well, then you would
Um,
definitely see the difference.
but I know that there's, I have friends and family that visit it
Oh yeah.
every year, and they say it's crazy how the talent that you just see out on the street, you see people busking
Oh,
and
every
things
day.
that
Yeah, every day.
are
There's
super talented, and it's
and it's
just
not just
that
singer
much
songwriters.
competition.
There's dancers. There's all kinds of. You'll see all kinds of stuff out on the street in Nashville, man.
It's kind of like the new almost like the new Hollywood. I guess that would be equivalent to people in other countries. It's
Yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. The TMZs and all those guys are here now. Used
no.
to it was more of a private place, but now it's wide open.
Now, did you I know I don't think I've ever talked to you about what um band you started in or anything. So,
Yeah, well, back in I guess the late '90s, I moved to Dallas, Texas. I'm from Athens, Texas, so I moved out to Dallas, Texas, and started a group called Cheyenne. And we played all over the Dallas Fort Worth area. We were, like you said earlier, one of the house bands at Billy Bob's for about 2 years out there before I moved to Nashville, and that was awesome. We got a chance to work with a lot of great people out there, and we worked with the famous Bear, the sound guy. He recently passed away. Of course, Robert Gallagher out there. He's retired as of late, I guess, the last few years. And but we've been up here in Nashville for about 20 years, plugging away at it, and we're making our own records now, and just making our own tours, booking our own dates, hitting the road, doing it more independently now than we ever have before, which is more fun. We're more in control artistically of the things we're putting out and the things that we're wanting to say, when we're making records. So it's a lot. It's a different world out here in the music business these days, and you don't necessarily need all the hoopla, if you will, to do what you
Yeah.
want to do what you want to do. I didn't play music to do the hoopla.
Right before you came on, joined the studio, Joe, my Montaldo, my producer, and I, we were just talking about that. I said, it seems like those times where um we don't go by script. Well, I don't anyways. I don't have scripts.
Right,
I don't have like written interviews or anything.
right.
And I admit that sometimes, it's all chaotic. I have technical difficulties, and
Me too, man. That's life.
sometimes my chair breaks or whatever. Yeah, so it shows that we're human. But it seems that nowadays, especially since the shutdown, um, people appreciate that more, and people like that more, and it's
Yeah, man.
actually, thank goodness, easier to
Absolutely.
be more authentic,
I
and
think
be
so
more,
too. Yeah, absolutely. So I think people are starving for that. Honestly, I think they're
yeah.
tired of the cookie cutter everything. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm talking about everything, not just music. Just
Oh
everything.
yeah.
And just you got your Tyler Childers and you got these guys. These new guys coming out. They're putting out acoustic tracks that they probably just recorded in their bedrooms. And the radio's not playing it, but the cult following is out there. They're
Yeah.
finding this stuff. These kids are, and not just kids, but these adults are. You got to dig for the music, but the music's out there if you look for it. They're force feeding you to the stuff that they got to sell you. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? They just force feed you the stuff over and over and over again on the radio because that's the stuff they're trying to sell. The other stuff's going to sell itself.
And that's what I love about people like you, because um you don't get the energy from people who are musicians, who you can tell are just doing what they're told to, or doing what they think the people want to hear, and things like
Right.
that, as much as you do, like from you. um it's your own passion for singing and playing music, it sounds like, and you exude that energy to your audience.
I appreciate it.
And I think that's what, I mean, that's what draws me to any music. I love multiple genres. Plus, oh, that's another thing. I have heard you sing anything from such a broad range
Yeah,
of genres of
I'm a fan
music.
of all. I'm what you could call a connoisseur of good music. I mean, yeah, and there's still some new stuff that I'll throw in. If not a lot, it's gonna be
Yeah.
not a lot. There's not a lot. Trust me that. But there's still some good stuff out there. That's new.
I mean, shoot, I've heard Kylie sing Eminem,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, we love it all, man. I mean, if it's good, it's good. It doesn't matter what genre it is. I mean, honestly, there's
I
no
think,
sense in putting it in a. You don't have to put it in a picture frame like they try to do.
yeah. I read somewhere so I never knew this. I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, I've heard you sing everything, that you started with kind of an Aussie style. Was that correct?
Yeah, man. I grew up. I mean, I was born in the '70s, man. I grew up with real music. So and even into the '80s, and I started playing. As an '80s child, I was playing. It was all keyboard driven music. So I started playing piano and keyboards and all that stuff, and graduated into the drums, and then picked up guitar. And I mean, I played all the old '80s stuff, and then as I started getting older, started getting into the country music. My dad always played it, and as a kid, you were just rock and roll. But as I got older, I really got into the Merle Haggard and the Waylon Jennings and the real stuff. Talking about real life stuff that was dealing with at particular moments in my life. And then finding these songs and finding these outlets for me. Even to listen and learn from. And so,
I mean,
you know,
I grew up in the mountains too, like the Highwaymen, which
oh right, yeah,
obviously that's all
for
the
sure,
the
yeah.
old greats. And yeah, um and that was, we, on vinyl. That's what we.
Oh man, yeah, I've got a couple of record players right here beside me, man. That's the only way to really do it. I haven't put mine out on vinyl yet, but I'm ready to get it done.
You should,
I
because
know, I definitely got to.
there's so many people. I listened to most of my music in my home, on vinyl, because it sounds so much better. Everybody's going back
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
man,
So,
absolutely, for
well,
sure,
if you would like to play a song, or however you want
sure,
to,
man.
um
Let's see. Make sure this all sounds good. I've got it running to you. I'm hoping that it doesn't sound distorted or anything. Can you hear that there?
Uh-huh.
Does that sound too loud to you at all?
No. I should
All
adjust.
right, I just want to make sure.
There we go.
As I'm feeding it to you there, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. There's no echo or anything.
All right. All right, hey, all right. We'll try to do. We'll do this title track off the Gypsy Soul record here, and see how this first one sounds, and I can adjust it if I need to. So you just let me know, because you'll hear how it comes out on your inboard, and I will. It's called Gypsy Soul. Goes like this. Good thing this ain't a natural disaster. My truck won't go no faster. I couldn't tell you what I was after, even if I'd hit it head on. It feels good just to be living. I thank God for all I've been given. Even though little light I'm missing, I'm out here I call home. Well, I was born a gypsy soul. I play my songs out here on the road. A strong man, brave at heart, nothing but a fear of growing old. I was born a gypsy soul. I thought about slowing it all down, turning my whole life around, find a piece of solid ground, and let my roots run deep. I guess some things just ain't meant to be. That kind of life here that never would suit me. Like a stubborn old bull, you just have to shoot me to get me off of this road. Well, I was born a gypsy soul. I play my songs out here on the road. A strong man, brave at heart, nothing but a fear of growing old. I was born a gypsy soul. I ain't gotta make a killing, I'm just trying to make a living. Was born a gypsy soul. Play my songs out here on the road. A strong man, brave at heart, nothing but a fear of growing old. I was born a gypsy soul. 'Cause I was born a gypsy soul. It ain't the same a natural disaster. My truck won't go no faster. One of mine right yonder. Did it sound all right coming through the phone there? I don't know. Oh, hold on. I can't hear you.
There we go.
There you are.
Sorry.
I didn't know if it was on my end here. See,
No, it was on my end. Yeah, it sounded good. There was a little feedback, but otherwise, yeah, I love that song.
I'm gonna
Let's
adjust a couple
see.
things on my end, and maybe I can make it sound just a little bit better on yours.
Let's see. Thomas Lewandowski said, "Love Brit's music. Awesome singer."
Awesome.
Sweat Quinn. Brit plays great covers, but his original music is exceptional.
Ah, thank you very much.
I agree.
Working on my side over here. I think I'm getting it worked out.
Yeah, I don't hear there was like a little bit of a crackling noise in the
It
background.
may have been just overdriving a little bit. I'll get it down just a touch. Maybe that'll help it. Okay, now we'll try it like that. Hey, 1, 2, yeah.
Tell Brit hi from Sodak.
What's up,
Tim
everybody?
Mertz, Jason Gould, the best out there.
Jason Gould, it's his birthday. Tell him I said happy birthday, Jason.
Well, you can tell him.
He's having a birthday.
Happy birthday, Jason.
He's getting old, that dude there.
Aren't we all?
don't I know it, man. I ain't got no room to talk. Heck, I just turned 29 myself.
29? Not even over the hill yet.
All right, I think I may have it back for you now, man. Maybe that's a little bit better for you. All right. So anyway, you want to do another song while we're sitting here? Or you want to keep talking?
Yeah. No. Whatever you want.
I'll tell you what. I'll just roll right into the next track on the record there. A little song called "I Like You." How about that?
This is on Gypsy Soul also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We'll just play. We'll play some Gypsy Soul songs tonight. Thank you guys for buying that album and taking it all the way up the charts when we came out with it. We do appreciate that so much.
You all should get the shirt. It's one of my favorites.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Here's one called "I Like You." Goes like this. I like my coffee in the middle of the afternoons. But deep on 4 wheels, I make me damn near common glue. I like sitting on a tailgate underneath the harvest moon. The Southern Styles couple guitars and a little bit of homemade brew. And I like you. I like my radio loud, cranking out my favorite tunes. Hanging out at the DQ on a Saturday afternoon. I like a good slow song with a rock a little country groove. A little up in the back of my truck, just about to make my move. And I like you, 'cause I like campfires, fast cars, good southern cooking and smoky bars. A tongue with some sweet tea in a hammock in the shade. I like football, don't y'all like a good party on a Sunday afternoon? Yeah, and I like you. I like you. I like a good matinee on a rainy day, and that's the truth. Y'all, you can bet on a sunny day, be laid out by the pool. I like a good road trip just up and down the blue. All because we were sitting around, had nothing else better to do. And I like you, 'cause I like campfires, fast cars, good southern cooking and smoky bars. A tall glass of sweet tea in a hammock in the shade. The football, Don't y'all like a good party on a Sunday afternoon? Yeah, and I like you. I like you. Yes, I do. Yow. Yeah. Cause I like campfires, fast cars, good southern cooking in smoky bars, a tall glass of sweet tea and a hammock in the shade. A football, don't y'all like a good party on a Sunday afternoon? Yeah, and I like you. I like you. Yes, I do. Wow, another one of my songs right there. Thank you, thank you.
Man, I get the chills I love when artists can do that to me. When you get the chills when you hear people sing certain frequencies.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, adjusting a few things.
You're fine.
It's like, where'd he go? I'm still here.
Sue.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Sue Houston, Tierney. Love you, Brit. Sue from Wappingers,
Hey, Sue.
New York.
What's going on? Love you too, baby.
Joseph Cornett, great tunes. Enjoy listening to Brit's music. Peanut and Penny from Louisiana. We'll see him in March 2023.
Tell him to come on in. The water's fine. I think I fixed it now. It's going to be better now this time. From here on, I think I got it fixed.
It sounds great.
Hey, look, I haven't done a stream show in quite some time, so I'm a little rusty.
Well, and people realize, I mean, you're sitting in your living room. It's not like you're in a studio.
That's
this
right.
is real. It's raw.
Hey, if you could see my setup, it looks real mobile studio-ish.
And that's
it's a bunch of can lights and cell phone cameras. I look like a successful streamer without the success.
Actually, well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to be judgmental. I was going to say your setup actually looks. Yeah, you should do. Do you do in your off season like just jams?
I mean, like we did it for about a year. I mean, we made a career out of it for a year.
Wow.
I changed my whole guest bedroom. I wish I had a way to show you pictures of our studio and everything. I should have had it set up. Next time I do your show, I'll have a better setup. I'll be able to switch stuff on the back. And I'll be like, "Get back here," and show you like a newscasting. But yeah, we had the whole guest bedroom changed into a studio. I bought a bunch of lights. They moved. We had the smoke machine going.
Wow!
If you saw our streams through COVID, you would think we were in a massive TV station studio, but we just changed our guest bedroom into one.
Well, and so I have never seen you with your band. Actually, I've only ever seen Brit as by himself like this, or obviously with Kylie, your daughter.
Right.
But that's what I think makes you stand out from a lot of musicians, because he does all this by himself. Like it's just him putting out all this amazing music and energy. And
well, thank you.
And
I did my best to try to bring a full band feel to a solo acoustic show.
Absolutely.
I use a digital kickbox, so you hear that. So I use that, and I use my foot to play the box, and then I've got pedals, so I can add effects to my guitar, so I can make it do have delays and things like that, so I can change my delays on my guitars, and then I can add effects to my vocals and add a harmony stack, it'll read my guitar when I'm playing the guitar and change my vocals with my singing. So I can just do all kinds of different things. It gives it more of a full band feel when I'm playing just acoustically all by myself. And so it's easier for me because I don't have to babysit 4 other people. in the band.
Well, I can see that. I can't even walk and talk at the same time, so I don't know how you coordinate.
Well, I grew up playing a lot of instruments. I didn't master any of them. I was a jack of all offs, master of no trades. So, but I learned how to do a lot of things.
And it works.
But not well. I didn't do them well. Is the difference. But I can do them all together pretty good. You know what I mean?
What's that? Julie and Tim will see Brit in October or at
Julie
the rodeo.
and Tim. I'm gonna be in Wisconsin next month. A couple of places. The 15th, 16th, and 17th. I'll be in Rockland at the Vault, Wisconsin on the 17th, Saturday 17th, and I'll be in Brooklyn, Wisconsin at the Music Main Event. Main Street there in Brooklyn, Wisconsin on the 16th. That's Friday. So if you're up there that way, y'all come see me. Of course, we'll be at the Salina Moose Lodge at the end of September the 23rd up in Ohio, Salina, Ohio. So come up there and see us. We'll be in, Westchester, Ohio on the next night, the 24th at Lori's Roadhouse. So come see us there. We got a bunch of stuff coming up in September.
I thought you were going to say Salina, Kansas.
Well, we were out in Kansas in June. We don't have anything out there right yet, but I think it'll probably, we're so busy right now. And then of course I'm getting married at the end of this year here in November. Yeah, man,
I didn't know that. Congratulations.
4 times a charm, don't you know? I'm looking. I'm in it to win it this time, man. Yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. But yes, we're getting married on November 11th.
That's
22.
amazing.
11/11/22. It's all about the numbers,
It is.
So we're getting married, and then we got a pretty busy schedule the rest of the year. So we're pretty much landlocked in what we got almost, and we'll be booking out starting probably after January.
I know.
I bet we'll probably be back your way around February or March, I bet. Or I guess
in the spring,
if you're in Topeka and you're in New Orleans, rather.
Gosh, I hope I'm not in Topeka. Just kidding, Kansas. No, honestly, most people in Topeka don't know I'm here.
Oh, is that right? Are you staying pretty hidden?
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of a thing. I
don't blame you at all.
But yeah, you can do another song if you like. I know
Let's sing one on. Let's do.
I know I'm greedy. I want to hear him sing.
Let's do a slower one. Do If Only Your Memory Could Say Goodbye. I think I got it. I think it's better there. Here we go. Try this. Tell me if it's really happening. Did you really let me go? I pretend it didn't hurt me. I think it's time you should know. Can't stop these tears falling from my eyes. My heart's been calling out to you since you said goodbye. Didn't believe what you said when you said that you don't love me, and I was the first thought off your mind. I've heard it a million times from you, deep in my heart I know it's true. I could get on with my life if only a memory could say goodbye. Haven't been where you needed. I've done you wrong. So anytime you've begged and pleaded, but it went on for way too long. I guess it was my foolish pride. Wouldn't be saying a thing when you said goodbye. I couldn't believe what you said when you said that you don't love me now. Was the first thought of your mind. I've heard it a million times from you, deep in my heart, I know it's true. And I could get out of my life if only your memory could say goodbye. I've heard it a million times from you, deep in my heart, I know it's true. But I can't get out of my life. If only your memory could stay good. Tell me it's really happy. Did you really let me go? That's another one of mine right there, you guys.
That sounded that, and that one sound. There wasn't the crackly in the background. It
Was it
sounded
better? Was that a
amazing.
little bit better that way?
Yeah.
Good. I did
Real,
it. I don't know. I don't really. I
you
have to listen back
did
to
it.
it. I have to listen back to it. And the next time, see, the next time I do your show, I will have it all down pat.
You're gonna be so critical of it. See, we all don't know that anything's wrong. Um,
I know.
but
I
you know,
know. I know.
we're always our own worst critics. So
I've
you're
got
gonna
I've got
listen.
OCD, ADD, ABCD, EFG. I've got all the alphabet. You name it. You name it. I've got it. And
I
it's
do
and it's
too, man.
and it's strong with this one.
I have ADHD, OCD. I'm
Yes,
autistic.
and yes, it
It's
is.
all there.
I've got it all.
So, real quick, station identification here. You are listening to 105.3 FM, The Missing Piece with Trish, and I am here with Brit Stokes from Nashville. And I want to thank Carnation for
Cindy.
sponsoring us. And Brit is playing songs off of his album Gypsy Soul. Real quick, where can people find
You can
your
find it.
album?
You can find it everywhere. You can find it online. It's at on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on. I mean, anywhere you can download digital music, it's out there.
It's out there.
It's everywhere except Target, Walmart, and all, all those places.
Major corporations.
All those bought and paid for places. Can't get it in there.
That's all. I saw that Walmart recently started doing like individual, kind of like Amazon,
Oh, really?
uh, for
They're
homemade
doing like a
items and things like that. Yeah.
distribution deals. I think Garth started
Yeah.
that with him, didn't he? Didn't know Garth Brooks start that a long time ago? He with
Um,
Walmart.
I'm not sure. I don't. I try to support. I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I try to
Right, right.
support local or small businesses anyways.
Yes, ma'am. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I believe in too.
Plus, I don't know
Indeed.
where half that stuff comes from. If you had your your albums distributed by these major corporations, not just albums, anything. I just had a show about this. I'm like, how do you know it's not being made by children in a sweatshop, you know, and
Yeah.
who knows? So
Anymore, you can't tell what the heck's going on.
no.
Like just right now, you would think I have pants on.
Me too.
But not so much.
That is the beauty of since the pandemic, this home recording.
I can tell you how many shows I did without pants on during the pandemic, man. It was great. So it was some of my best work, I will say.
See, that goes back to being authentic, because
That's
when
right.
people are more comfortable, you know, you don't.
That's right. Yeah, they said cut loose, and I did.
It's funny.
Oh, you want to hear one coming off the next record?
Well, first, I didn't know. When's the next record coming out?
Well, we're going to put it out here. We're going to try to get in and do it this wintertime, actually, when we slow down some. We'll probably be home mostly all through December and January, and so we will probably be in the studio.
I can't see you, even when you're not touring. I can't see you slowing down, though, Britt. I mean, you're.
There's really really not a slow down time. There's just a time where you don't make any money. It's not slow. It's just, you know, you're just not really working for money. You're just spending it. So that's what, you know, you work hard all through the summer to pay for what you got to do in the winter, you know. So we try to get in and get the albums done, and they're pricey, you know, because you got to pay musicians, you got to pay for the studio time, you got to pay for the producers, you got to pay for the engineers, you got to pay for it all. When you're an independent artist, you got to pay for everything. So we put everything back into it, you know. Everything we make, it pretty much goes right back into it, you know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the difference though in that is oh my goodness, I almost called 911 there for a second.
Oh goodness. The show's not that bad, is it? Come on, man.
I hit the emergency thing on my
I've done that. I have done that. And I've actually broke my screen on my phone where it called it like over and over and over and over again, and I had to keep telling them, "I'm so sorry. Please don't arrest me. Please don't." It's horrible when that happens.
Y'all would see them come in too. It would be live.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. It'd be horrible.
No, I don't even see squirrel. I don't even remember what I was going to say.
That's my world. Welcome to my world.
You can continue though. A song off your new album.
Oh yes. This is quite I vowed I was going to put a dumb song in every album that I ever do, and this is a song that is it's going to be my dumb song on my next album. A little song called Red Mexico. It goes like this. Bought 2 bottles of Jose, they were having a sale. And then I swang through the drive-thru Quiero Taco Bell. We got a donkey pinata hanging on a clothesline, and my jackass brother is swinging for its inside. Never been to Tijuana, but I'm wearing a sombrero that says I have. The sherry makes a mean margarita, me a senorita from Birmingham. Look, mama, it's sweet home Alabama, jamming on the stereo. It's just me and my amigos in Red Mexico. Jerry Lee's in the backyard, Joe went off and saw some moves. stinking wrong step. Now he's scraping off his shoes. Yep, Bob's a beer past bug, 'cause he just broke all the rules. He don't drink the water from the kitty. I've never been to Tijuana, but I'm wearing a sombrero that says I have. Sarah makes a mean margarita, be a senorita from Birmingham. Love mama and sweet home Alabama, jamming on the stereo. It's just me and my amigos in Red Mexico. Here comes Eddie's and Earnhardt friend in his number 3 El Camino. That's how we roll in Red Mexico. Bought 2 more bottles of Jose. They were having a sale. And that is the dumb one coming out on the next record right there.
I was just about to ask where you got the inspiration for that one. Were you in Mexico, I assume?
This song in itself was written by a buddy of mine named Jeff Reed and Craig Monday, two friends of mine. And Jerry Lee is my bass player, so you'll hear mention of names inside the song. And I say Bob was a beer past buzz, but originally it's supposed to be Brit was a beer past buzz, but I don't like to say Brit myself, you know what I mean? So I put somebody else in that position, but a couple of buddies of mine wrote that song actually about us. And so I'm including it on the record because of that. And it's a great song. You know?
I like it. I like it.
Thank you very much.
Now and you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, or even you don't even have to tell me your real name if you don't. But is Brit your real name?
Yes, ma'am. My real name is Brit Stokes. It's actually Britain. It's Britton Stokes. I'll give you the whole rundown on why it's Brit. I was in first grade and I was trying to learn how to spell my name, right? So it was Brittain, and as a first grader little boy, TT was a me going to potty, you know. And so when I was learning how to spell my name, it was Brittain, and I was like, I will have no TT in my name, and so I split it right in the middle of Britain, so it's Brit.
Oh,
no, not Britt. People would be like Britt, and to this day I'm like, no, it's one T. No, it's one T, man. There's no
funny.
TT in my name.
No TT.
No TT in my name.
Well, I was just asking, so many people, celebrities and musicians and artists and such change their names, and so.
Well, that's why I'm gonna change mine right there. That's the reason. I don't know how
But
many
I
other
mean,
people-
yours is just short for your real name. I mean, it's not something completely different,
Right. I'm not sure how many of those other artists changed their names for that reason, but that's why mine was changed.
Probably zero. There's probably none of them that thought.
I wouldn't think many of them anyway. They'd have to have two T's in their name, that's for sure.
I used to get so mad, my name being Trisha, and everybody, especially back in the day, would ask if it's short for Patricia, and I would yell at them, as a little girl. I'm like, there is no Pat in my name.
Right. Well, the thing is, I'd be like, there's no TT in my name, but they're like, no, it's right here, dude. Look, it's right here. So you got at least you had a real argument.
Well, I mean, not really, because everybody's name was short, every Trisha was short for Patricia.
Short for Patricia, that's true.
But it could have been worse because my mom was going to name me Penny, and I have red hair. So
that would have, yeah.
I would have been
Yeah,
teased. I never would have heard the end of that actually.
yeah. Like what was it, a red penny? Was that saying?
Copper penny. I can only
Yeah,
like I'm already thinking up jokes myself in my head for that, so I can imagine what I would have gone through as a child.
yeah.
I would have been
Bright as a red copper
traumatized.
penny, I tell you. Oh my goodness! You want to hear another one?
Of course.
Well, let's see. What am I gonna do? We're gonna do another one off the Gypsy Soul record.
Where
I
did you
reckon.
come? Where
What's that?
so the name of that album? Where did you get the inspiration for?
The Gypsy Soul song itself that I wrote with a couple of buddies of mine, Kyle Wilson and Leaf Lofton. Me and Kyle and Leaf wrote that song together. That's really the inspiration for the whole album because it's a story of my life. Basically, it's just about playing music out on the road. You know, being a gypsy soul and picking up every day and going to the next place and playing music for that crowd and picking up, moving to the next one and doing it for that crowd. So it's just a lifestyle basically, and so it just embraces the whole, I guess, the whole embodiment of what it is to be a traveling musician. And, it's not about the money as much as it's about the connection with the people, I think. So I think it's just a whole embodiment of who I am. And so pretty much that's what it is. That's how the inspiration of that whole song came about. And this song is going to be called, let's see, what should I do here? Let's do, I'll tell you what, I'll do a song called The Crossroads. I don't play this much, but I have some requests for this. So. Hey, hey. Do this one. Another one of mine off the Gypsy Soul record right there.
I love that line. The choices that we make that determine the path we take.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Thank you. I wrote that with a good friend of mine named Rhett Anthony. He lives in Gonzales, right there, pretty close to New Orleans.
really?
Rhett Anthony, he's in a band out that way called Sugar Shaker. I think that's what the name of the band is out there.
Sugar Shaker. So, you hear that, New Orleans? Sugar Shaker.
I sure hope I'm getting that right. I hope I'm
Local
getting that
there.
name right. Good friend of
Oh,
mine. We played at a place here in town called Losers. With Losers out on Division Street. I don't know if anybody's visited Nashville, but if you have, I know you've been to Losers. And me and Rhett and Tony and Clint and all those guys, we opened that bar up back in about 2006, 2007. Somewhere along in there. That was a long time ago, I know that, man. But we used to play that thing all the time. And I wrote that with one of my good friends, Red Anthony. He moved back to Louisiana now, so he's back out that way.
let's see. Tall Brit hi, Matt and Kara in
Hey,
Wisconsin.
I just
Plumber
seen them this
Matt.
weekend. They were just here in Nashville this weekend, matter of fact. Good to see you guys this week, and I will see y'all next month, matter of fact.
They're in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. I got 2 shows coming up in Wisconsin this next month. So I'll see you guys there in your neck of the woods this time around. I've seen those guys all over the country, to be honest with you. They're
Re-
travelers.
Oh, nice. I was that's um I used to do that and follow, not really follow, but try to, because so here's the thing, anybody we're drawn to. I don't know if you knew this about me, Britt, but I'm a psychic medium, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
I
yeah,
like it.
and so anyone I have on my show, it's more personal to me because I'm intuitively drawn to them. And
Right.
so it's funny, all these things you talk about. You said you're going to be playing at the Vault next.
Yes.
And just recently, I've never even read this book, and that's not the symbolism, but I have a book called The Vault. Just recently,
Really.
I found in my closet that I got it
And that's
like a,
something.
I don't
I
know,
believe in all the
bookstore or
things you're
something.
talking about, and I've got a lot of that working
and
in my
and it's
world
been
right now.
sitting. Yeah, it's been sitting on my nightstand for about two
And that's
weeks
something.
now, probably since I
I don't know
contacted you
exactly what it
again.
means, but I think it means something.
And then aside from that, I'm a photographer also, and there's a place called the Crossroads by my art studio that I just took a picture of recently.
Ah,
Um, and so all these things with my guests always fall into, and I'm sure they do with a lot of people that are drawn to listen,
right.
in the
Yes.
same way, just as your music is, and that's how we're all connected and we all relate, which is amazing. I'm
Right. I agree
you
100%.
know
It is amazing, and if you're a believer in that, and if you really pay attention to things, man, it's truly amazing.
Yep. And remember the first time I ever talked to you, I mean, I had seen you numerous times, but it was a bar I used to work at, and I was like, "That's crazy, Britt." I took a selfie. The only one I ever took at that place, that's not my style. And I was like, "That is the same day, 2 years ago or whatever that I saw you the next time
Wow, that's crazy,
in
isn't it?
Topeka." And again, it popped up on my timeline, just like the thing I talked about that popped up today about my kids and traveling souls. So it's all connected. We're all connected. Uh-oh.
Are you still there? I had a
Oh,
call, and I think I lost you.
no, you're actually clearer now. Uh-oh. I lost you again.
Okay. Am I there now?
Yep,
Can you hear me?
I can see. Well, uh-oh. Now I've got an echo.
Can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Good. Okay. Oh, hold on just a second. I wasn't prepared to get a phone call in the middle of it. Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's see. Donna Martin says, "Hi, Britt. See you in October." Am I echoing on your side?
Well, now I can't hardly hear you on my side. I had a call
Oh,
come in on my end. Let me pull this and plug it back in here and see if I can get it back right. How about now? Can you hear me now?
uh-huh. Oh, I'm still echoing.
How about now?
I can hear you.
I think I know what it is now. Okay. Hopefully. Can you hear me now?
It's a little, you're not as loud. You're not as clear as you were.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Is it back to being as loud as it was?
Not as loud, but I'm still. I wonder.
I'll do it through the speaker. Maybe you can hear it better there.
Oh, something changed.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Is that better there?
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
just try
still.
it like this. Now I've removed my board. Now I'm just coming through my phone.
Okay.
So anyway, I wasn't prepared to get a phone call in the middle of the show there. That's what messed up my sound right there. I had a phone call come through.
See, that just shows we're real. You know? I tried to dial 911. You got a phone call.
That's right. See, that just shows that we're humans. Humans doing human things, man. I don't know. I'm a VIP. I got phone calls coming in right away. All right. Let me do you another song like this and tell me if this sounds all right, because I'm running the sound differently now than it was a minute ago, so you're going to get a different, maybe a little different sounding, but it's still, hopefully you'll be able to hear it. All right. Hey, 1, 2, 2. Here's a little song called Digging What You're Doing. It goes like this. What you doing in the clothes that you wearing? Yeah, the way your body's moving, well, I can't keep from steering. Well, it's driving me wild, it's making me crazy. This baby, your smile, it got my heart a-racing. The sailor's dream, you and me to see straight out of the silver screen. Well, I'm digging what you're doing. Tell me what you doing tonight. I think you're the lady I've been searching for all my life. So refined on my mind like a sweet glass of wine. Tell you, girl, to make you mine. I'm digging what you're doing. Digging what you're doing, baby. Well, don't try hit stilettos. Girl, I'm making my blood flow. They got my head spinning around, my heart is pound, pound, pound. Girl, now don't you know you're like a drug? I just can't
all on me. I'm your perfect on a string. I just wanna not ever say. Well, I dig it, what you doing? Tell me what you doing tonight. Like, baby, you're the lady I've been searching for all my life. So fine on my mind like a sweet glass of wine. Tell you, girl, I ain't fooling. I got a friend who made a wicked man. I dig what you doing. I'm digging what you're doing, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I dig what you're doing. Tell me what you doing tonight. I think, baby, you're the lady I've been searching for all my life. So fine on my mind like a sweet glass of wine. Tell you, girl, I ain't fooling. I got a friend in a wicked man. I'm digging what you doing. I'm digging what you doing, baby. Yeah, yeah. That's another one of mine right there, yo.
That actually sounded clearer
It was
than,
clearer that way?
yeah.
Well, then I did all this work for
I
nothing.
know. I think I'm echoing because I'm coming through your phone and your
You
microphone.
probably are now. You weren't a minute ago, but now you are because I've read it. And that's what I'm a little bit different. Are you echoing on your end
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Well,
I keep hearing myself.
yeah, let's keep that from happening. 'Cause I don't want you to be echoing.
Echo. Man, you have so if you Google on the internet machine Brit Stokes, have you ever done that? Have you ever Googled yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
There's tons of well, it's probably fan videos they've taken live of you.
Yeah, that's what I've never put anything on. I think I put one video on YouTube, I think, my whole life, but everything else is all from other folks.
Yeah,
Until
there's
we see
so
me,
many.
people posting stuff from live shows mostly. There's a lot of it.
But I love that because anyone can go look up, a Facebook video or a YouTube video or whatever. But all of these people posting different environments you're in, different crowds, different locations is amazing. It shows more into what you do.
Yeah, I'm definitely, you see me in all different places on YouTube. I'm everywhere. There's a lot of whiskey bent and bootleggers, don't get me wrong, but that's a lot of Nashville. And a lot of people come to Nashville.
Yeah, I don't think they all say Reverb Nation.
Well, I'm not sure I can keep you from, are you still echoing?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know how other can you am I echoing to you?
No, not now,
Okay.
not to me, no. Yeah, I apologize. I guess how I had it set up, somebody called and they disrupted the way that my stuff's coming into you, so I can't get it to come back the same way. But
I think we're getting close to wrapping it up here anyhow, so I'm
Yeah,
not gonna worry too much about
you sound great playing. I don't need to talk.
it. Oh, that's okay. Yeah,
They hear me all the time, Britt, man. They're here to
yeah.
hear you.
Well, now I've got to just run it through a speaker here instead of running it through the board because I've lost that connection to the phone. But that's okay. That just shows that, we're not professional. I'm not a professional radio guy.
Nobody ever calls me because they know I don't answer. So
Well, but most people don't call me either. But it's only when I don't need it to happen. That's when it does.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do you another song coming off my next record here. There's a song. I'm from a little town called Athens, Texas. We talked about earlier when we first started, but this song is called "Down in Texas." I'll do you this one. Probably wrap her up with you here. I really thanks Trish. Trish, thank you for having me on the show, man. I really can't thank you enough for.
Yes, and you're welcome back anytime.
Here it has come to pass. I certainly appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, we talked about it the first time, I think last year,
Uh-huh.
and we were both so busy and you weren't touring again until this year, and so
Yeah. Well, I do appreciate it, man. I've really enjoyed being on here and just cutting up with you, and I hope to do it again at some point as well.
absolutely, you are welcome back anytime, and I hope that obviously when your new album comes out also, but when you have time, just catch up with me.
Absolutely. I'll definitely let you know. I'm gonna book some stuff. I got my buddy Brian Tabor out there in DeSoto, Kansas. He's gonna. I'll get with him and get some stuff booked out that way, and I'll let you know if I do, and maybe you'll still be up that way. I'd love to see you. That's for sure.
DeSoto.
Yes,
That's,
Eudora,
that's
DeSoto.
yeah.
They're all that way back towards the Missouri side. But when we get up that way, we play out there. We play Perry Lake. We played there the last time we were there. We jump around quite a bit. I love old Travis and Teresa and Doug out there at Kickstart Saloon, man. That's one of my home bases. That's what I'm big fan of all those folks out there, man. They always treat me real good coming out there. So I can't wait to get back. So I definitely will give you a shout when I do. But here's one off the new record that's going to be out this next year. It's called Down in Texas. It goes like this. Well, looky here, whatever we got there on that bar stool. They to make her dance. I'm just sitting here and tapping on the floor. So let's tear it up and get a little reckless. That's how we do it down in Texas. It's big red cornbread. With me and Jordan cows get fed for it. Off to town to have a ball. If you ever come to see us, we'll greet you with a howdy y'all. It's working hard and you pick up the play hard and you Lexus. That's how we do it down in Texas. Yeah. So don't be scared to let down your hair and have some fun. Life is for the living. Let's live in every moment we're alive. You just got loose if you're feeling restless. That's how we do it down in Texas. If you ever come to see us, we'll greet you with a howdy y'all. It's working hard and you pick up
play hard and you let yourself. That's how we do it down in Texas. Well, I bought me a new pickup truck and trading in the Lexus. That's how we do it down in Texas. Yeah. All right.
I like that
Hey,
one.
what about the hometown right there?
I was born and raised in New Mexico, and so when I go anywhere else in the country, I guess the slang terms are very similar in Texas, and people always make fun of me for saying y'all, and
Y'all.
you know.
Yeah. Y'all. That's that. I get made fun of for saying right. You name it. We get made fun of for all kinds of stuff, people from down there. And most of it's true. We say right, y'all.
And that one you said Big Red, right? See,
Big Red.
I
Yeah,
guess I'd say Big Red.
drink a bunch of Big Red.
I
Cornbread.
get that a lot.
We always had to feed the cows before we went to town, you know.
Big cows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In Texas, that's what farming is in Texas. You know, it's about cows. It's more than crops. We're farming livestock down there.
Well, I mean, everybody. I'm sure everyone in the world pictures Kansas as like wheat fields and corn, and that's it.
Probably they do, but it's not just wheat fields and corn out there.
No, we have soy too, but that's it.
There's more than just wheat. There's soy. All kinds of crops.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not people really. There's not towns here. No, there's small towns.
Every town I've been through is really small towns, but good folks, man. There's a lot of great folks in Kansas.
There are.
I have not met any bad folks out there, man. I swear, I've run with a lot of good people out there. That's for sure.
We only have like 3 big cities though, for a really big state.
It's a really big state, you're right, but not a lot of big cities in that big state. I wrote a song called "I Don't Think We're in Kansas Anymore," but I wish I could remember how to play it. Next time I come up there, I'm gonna have to brush it off. I'm gonna take it out and brush it off.
I love to hear everyone's renditions of Oz and Kansas and everything.
Yeah, I wrote a song that's got all the cliche terms in it, So, I gotta get it out and brush it off. I don't sing it anymore because every time I sing it, I feel cheesy doing it.
That's good though. That's what it is. Shoot, I feel cheesy just living actually most times. So
Yeah, that's
okay.
me. Life's full of cheese, man. It's just what you make of it. Well, Trish, I really appreciate you having me on tonight. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I've had a great time and would love to come back on and do some more stuff with you.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. And if you want to, you can play another song if you want. You can tell us where to find you. You can
Yeah, you can tell all you guys to come over to my Facebook page. You gotta search for it now because I got 3 or 4 different Facebook pages because Facebook has taken away my main music page and I can't get it back from them for the life of me. So I've started another page. So come over and like my new Brit Stokes page and keep up with where we're going to be at. We're coming to you. We're heading out at the very beginning of September, and we're going to be out all the way to at least mid-October on this next run. So we'll be gone for a month and a half on this next run. And then we'll be back in November. We'll be back mid-October probably, but we're going to my son's getting married 1st of November in Texas, so we'll be down in Texas doing that. And then, of course, me and my beautiful bride's getting married on the 11th of November.
You're getting married the same month as your son?
Yeah, just kind of works out that way,
That's a busy month.
Everybody probably go to his. My family, they'll try to come to my weddings. I got to honest, I don't know how to invite anybody anymore. I don't want to feel obligated.
You know, I always think about that, as expensive as weddings and stuff are nowadays. I'm like, man, I wish I would have spent that money on a vacation.
Oh man, that's what we're really gonna do probably. No, we're not gonna have a big wedding. We're gonna do a small wedding and a big party. That's what we're planning on doing.
That's the way to
So
do it.
get ready for the party. I'll bring her up there for the next trip. I think she was with me last time I was there. You may have met her.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll do you another song here. Let's see. Do a song called "That's What We Stand For" before I get out of here. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, that is. I think. Hold on. I don't know if anybody could see this. Nope. It's on the back of my.
Gypsy, you got the Gypsy Soul on there. Yeah, I love it.
It says that's what it. It says that's what we stand for.
Oh, is that the one that says that? Well, reading was never my strong point.
It's hard on this.
That's why I became a songwriter, so I didn't have to read. All right, I'll do you another song here, Trish. Thanks so much for having me. This song's called "That's What We Stand For." It goes like this. Decide you just won't even fight for life and liberty. That's what we believe. We believe in peace for you and me, yeah. But we won't break down from all those lines. Just sit back and they talk about freedom. We buy American, stand up for yeah, we take care of our own. Good friends and family, happiness and being free, right down to the bone. We're red, white, and blue to the core, and that's what we stand for. Till the walls of our borders down, all around, Commonwealth, something we just can't, ain't gonna stand for. Golden line on the other side of the better line. If you like, if you right, design, you just won't even fight for. Liberty, it's what we need. Steadily, there's hope for you and me, yeah. But we can't back down from all those clowns just sit around and they talk about freedom. We buy American, stand up for ourselves.
All
Another one of
right.
my songs.
That's one of my absolute favorite songs of yours. I
Thank you
love
very
that
much.
one.
I
And
sure
it
appreciate it. That's my patriotic song right there.
well, no, you know, it's very nostalgic about family and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
friends and freedom and
Oh yeah, man. It's what we're all really desiring, isn't it? You know, good family,
yeah,
good freedom, good fun. It's what we're all looking for. It's the
absolute.
what is it? The pursuit of happiness.
Oh goodness. But we become greedy
I know
as
it's ugly.
humans.
Ugly
We don't
everybody
know
else.
the simplicity of happiness.
Yeah, everybody thinks happiness is not what it really is.
Always chasing something.
They're chasing the wrong happiness.
I agree.
Well, listen,
I was
thank you
gonna.
so much for having me again. I really appreciate it. One of these days, I have to get my daughter to do the show with you, man.
Yes, I was gonna say she. Well, I mean, she's amazing on her own too. But you two together, obviously, are one of the sweetest things. Is the last time I saw you two, she had written a song for you. I don't know if you had heard it or not. Um, yeah, I mean, does she do that often? Just surprise you with random
Always,
songs? She.
always.
But it was such a sweet moment between you two, and
Yeah,
seeing you both
she
on
wrote a
stage.
Father's Day song for me that man, it's called "Daddy's Hand."
Oh,
When I hold my daddy's hand. is what it's
yes, that was it.
called. Yeah,
And I had
it's,
that on video somewhere.
yeah, it's a
Um,
beautiful song, man. I tell you, I was fortunate enough to get custody of my daughter about 6 years ago, and for the last 6 years, my fiance's just moved in the last 2 months, so we're finally together, and we were in a long distance relationship for a good 4 or 5 years, I guess, where she was
Ooh.
living somewhere else, and so she finally her son graduated high school, so she just moved in, so we're finally like a full family unit, but for the last 5 or 6 years, it's been just me and my daughter. God, you want to come say hi for a minute? She's over here. Come on, say hi. She's hey, just stick your head in the camera over there. Everybody knows my daughter.
She's like,
This is
Dad,
my
don't
baby
put me on
right
the
here,
spot.
Brit Stokes.
Hi.
You know this one. Yeah, she's
Hi, Kylie.
definitely the joy of my life, that's for sure. I love that one right there. I love all my children, but she's you're my favorite daughter. She is my
She's
favorite
your
daughter.
only daughter, right?
I've got 3 boys and a daughter. She's
That-
my favorite daughter. I love them. I love them all. They're all great talents and they're all good children. I tell you what, I'm a blessed man to have the children that I have. They're all great. You should look all my boys up. I got Zach, Tanner, Tyler, and then of course Kylie.
And you said they have their own.
They all have their own music and they all play all their own things, man. They're all my boys live in Texas still, so you look
Okay.
them up. You know, they're all down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and me and my daughter are up here in Nashville. But we're all plugging away at it still. Well, I keep teasing everybody we're gonna start. I say I'm teasing. I'm halfway serious, really, but I'm just looking for the producer of the show. But I'm talking about trying to do a reality TV show on our family called Family Tradition. You know, because it really is that. You know, I've got maybe possibly one of the most musically talented undiscovered families I've ever seen in the world. It's pretty amazing to me.
Well, yeah,
The talent
between
of my family and the fact that people are missing it.
and multiple generations. Yeah.
It's big time. Yeah. My brother
Maybe
does
next
it.
time.
Yeah, it runs deep in our family. I tell you, it's a shame radio's bought and paid for. It really is. It's truly a shame.
If you could get them all together, I can have like, I don't know, 6 people on the screen or something. We could.
Man, we should do that.
I know, we could
plan
do-
that. Let's do a group from everybody's home
Yeah.
radio show. We'll do a song swap with my whole family.
That would be fun.
That would be amazing.
Get 'em all together.
Let's plan that. I'll even advertise it on my end.
We could do like a holiday special here.
Hey, man, we've done a few holiday specials and live shows in Texas. We did a couple of holiday Stokes family Christmases there at the Fort Worth Stockyard. So we may do something like that with you. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and that's I have a love-hate relationship with the internet because,
Well, I don't even love it. I just hate it.
well, I do, but then I
I do it.
love
Don't get me wrong, but
the fact that you can connect with people and we could do something like
that's
that.
part of my
You
hate
could
for
all be in one. We could all, where you could all be in a different location, yet make music together.
Yeah, man, that would be actually really fun to do, and I'm sure every one of them would be down for it. So let's plan that. I'll call you in the next day or so. We'll see.
Oh yeah,
Shoot something up for maybe December. I don't know. Maybe Christmas around holiday time.
that'd be fun.
That would
And
be
I'm
good.
sure my list. See now my list. Now you're committed.
Uh-oh. See, look, you got me. I'm forever on the interwebs telling you we're
Yep.
going to do this.
Yep.
Well, I'm in.
Well,
Let's make it happen.
we will make that happen. It'd be a whole musical like
Extravaganza. We'll call it the
Stokes
Stokes Musical Christmas Extravaganza.
extravaganza.
And we'll have so much, but the name would be so long, we're going to take up a whole server on the internet.
Well, everyone, you can find Brit. Oh, shoot, if you just Google him, I just pulled up like 10 websites that have your music on it.
Yeah, did I have my
And
clothes on, or was my clothes on, or off?
no, I mean it listed
Oh,
the
good.
podcast and the websites and everything, so you can find him just about anywhere. And I will also list on UPRN. We always list SoundCloud and Podbean and all of those on the Reload. And of course on my website, my Facebook page. Thank you, Britt. It's been such a pleasure. And you can go to my YouTube channel, The Missing Piece with Trish Mo, if you missed the first half of the show as well. And pay attention because obviously Britt and his entire family now.
We're committed.
You're committed. You're committed.
I'm going to
So
have to talk everybody into it now. I'm going to tell them my
they'll be
name's
like,
on
"What
the
did you
line."
do?"
If my name's on the line, they'll be like, that don't mean much.
they'll they'll get you back for that one, I'm sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. And I thank everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to. Is there a way I can look and see if anybody was talking to me? I can answer them back.
Yes. And anybody can, if you go, it'll be listed on the Facebook page in the chat, on the YouTube page in the chat. Really anywhere it was played live or
Awesome.
on video
I'll check out
live.
those links, man, and I'll see if I can respond to anybody that's reaching out and saying, hey, I'll see if I can hit them back. But thanks so much again. I certainly appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Tune in next week, same time. Join me from 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what day it is half the time, so I don't know what I'm doing next week. But I live in the moment.
That's all you can do. The next moment may not come.
I know.
So you better be living this one.
And I mean, the world was supposed to end like 10 years ago, so we're just biding our time here. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. And it has been a pleasure. Good night, Britt.
Good night, guys.
I don't know if Joe's going to end my show here. I can't do it from my end, so. Joseph. He's not paying attention to me. He probably went to sleep. See, this is the problem with technology. I couldn't log in under my uh-oh, wait a minute. We got Sue Houston Tierney. You're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
you.
Well, thank you
She said
guys so
that.
much, man. I really appreciate it. Trish, you have a fantastic rest of your night. And I am signing out.
Yes, you as well. Thank you,
Thank
Britt.
you.
I'm still trying to contact Joe here.
Bye, everyone. Y'all have a great
Bye.
night.